I mean, this is a president who appointed a madman to be the nation's health secretary, and who in turn, he has just put like a QAnon conspiracy chat room in charge of the nation's vaccine schedule. This is a president who is selling coins and gold trinkets with his face on them from the White House. This is a president who can't persuade the first lady to live with him. This is a president whose supposed best friend says he should be impeached, and by the way, is in the Epstein files. I mean, this is a president whose approval ratings are more underwater than any other president ever at this point in his term. He has already rushed right to the part where he tries to turn the military against the civilian population, where he tries to turn the force of the American military against the American people. And that is something that neither the military nor the people have an appetite for, and he is going to learn that soon enough. He has rushed right to the end because he has no idea how to play cards against opposition to him that is this big, this sustainable, this broad, and this correct. He hasn't done anything as president that would win anyone over to his side. And the number of people who voted for him or supported him otherwise, who are now regretting it, grows by the day. And they don't just grow privately, they grow in the headlines every day. Everybody against him is getting stronger and more confident. Everybody with him is starting to get a little worried about how long they can stay with him as they see their numbers dwindle and they see him fail and flail over and over and over again. So for a would-be strongman, he's not strong. He is a remarkably weak and feckless political figure who is nevertheless trying to overthrow the American form of government while pushing incredibly unpopular policies and executing everything incredibly poorly with a laughingstock full of a terribly staffed administration and cabinet. I mean, who's in the Trump administration who you think like, skills, right? Or you think, popular. Or you think, growing political capital for this president by the day. Honestly.
I never understood the power of white privilege until recently. Like, even with all the historical knowledge and information that's floating around, it's still hard for me to quantify it because obviously I'm not white. But seeing people literally willing to starve and willing to go without health care just to keep a racist in office, it's really opened my eyes. It showed me just how far people are willing to go just to try and make sure that people who don't look like them don't have a better opportunity at life. Keeping America white has actually been keeping white America poor. At least you're not black is the dumbest illusion your forefathers sold you in American history. And the people at the top, they keep feeding you that lie. So while you're worried about illegal immigrants and the blacks, they going in your pockets, robbing you blind and laughing while you fight the wrong enemy.
But my thing is, like, do you think that he really thinks this way in his brain, or he's just pandering to right-wing white supremacists that just have put him in power?
I don't think he thinks that it's real, but he's going to do what he needs to do to push that supremacist agenda. I keep saying, like, in the first episode we talked about, like, there's a financial benefit for racism and classism, and they don't want that to decay as they're seeing their lead in the world dwindle away. It's the only technology that they've been able to spread worldwide that they get most of the equity from. So why would I tell you about your history, even when... Like, it's interesting even here in Texas for them to talk about the illegal immigrant situation when Texas, Oklahoma, Nevada, California was Mexico's.
America has always had a running mate that separates white people. And that running mate is classism. It keeps them poor and loyal to policies that hurt them because they're emotionally invested in feeling superior. They're losing the game because they don't know how to play. Racism is giving you a front row seat to your own downfall. You keep voting against yourself just to feel like you're above somebody else. And while they take your health care, your jobs, and your future, all you're left holding is a false sense of pride. You're turning in ballots for a billionaire who wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire and calling it patriotism, while you starve in a country that you swear to me your forefathers built for you. They played you and sold you white pride like it was stock in America. But it don't pay dividends. Just debt, regret, and empty promises. You're protecting a system that ain't never protected you. And the sad part is, just because your skin color is white, you still think you're winning.
Of the 41 million people that are on food stamps, y'all ready? 78% of them are white. You had in your mind that it's black people that's on welfare. Only 26% of recipients of food stamps are black people. We working hard every day. We're eating by the sweat of our brow. We making $1 out of 15 cents.
If you're MAGA and not in a certain tax bracket, you got some tough decisions to make. Do you keep voting in the name of preserving a white America while everybody around you suffers? Or do you start to make those decisions based on what's best for you, your family, and everybody else around you, regardless of what the race, beliefs, or politics is of the person you might be turning over power to? And maybe more importantly, even if that means while lifting you up, they also lift up the people that don't look like you.
I do want to be clear that me fighting for SNAP benefits isn't about my district. I mean, obviously it is, but at the end of the day, so many members have said, my district, my district, my district, my district, my district. When we write a farm bill, it is for everyone in the United States of America. And just to clarify, when it comes to SNAP benefits specifically, rural America uses more SNAP benefits than urban America. And right now, I serve an urban district. The majority of my Republican colleagues serve rural districts. So when I say that I'm fighting for a bill that includes making sure that people in this country don't go hungry, I'm not saying that just to say that this is about Texas 30. I'm saying that to say that this is about all of us. So I am not just fighting for my constituents, I'm fighting for yours too.
Man, racism come with a bill. And if you think it only costs for black people, you got some critical thinking to do. This shit just as expensive for white America. And while this dude Trump is out here throwing lavish parties and turning the White House into $1 million ballroom, the rest of America, black and white, is out here lowering their standards just to survive. Every year, what was once considered the good life is becoming less and less possible. While J.D. Vance and Erica Kirk is out here playing grab ass and picking which private school they're gonna send their kids to, the average American, black and white, don't even know if theirs is gonna have a backyard to play in. Cause the goddamn housing market's a joke. And yeah, I'm pro-black. Always will be. But I'll tell you this right now. I'd stand side by side with every race in this country if it meant forcing the government's hand and building a better life for everybody. Now it's time my white counterparts ask themselves, are they willing to do the same? $40 billion to Argentina. I'm out.